Well, this is going to be a very interesting ride. This is the first time I've even attempted to do a vlog. I'm just out for a short ride on the St1100 and to try out the new action camera I've just gotten, which is the TCL SVC, I think it is, 200. And basically it's just the copy of the Sony ER10 or the Sony ER15. Now I've managed to fit an external mic to the unit, which is a cheap and nasty one which I got off eBay. Mine haven't said that when I say it was cheap and nasty. It was $7.99, and $7.99 in my book is probably a little bit over the top, bearing in mind that when I see reviews on YouTube, for some reason in America they appear to be able to get these things from Walmart for 50 cents. You certainly can't get one of these in the UK for 50 cents, I know. Well, a couple of guys on the bikes heading up towards the retail park. Well, the camera itself, as I say, it's a TCL SVC 200, and I've currently got it set on 1080p at 30 frames a second. As I say, I don't know what it's going to sound like. I've just got the mic set up as best I can within the helmet, and it's a flip front, and at the moment I'm picking up quite a lot of wind noise. Now whether you can actually see, well, not so much see, but hear the wind noise or the buffering effect, I've no idea. I don't know if the extra buffering noise which I'm picking up at the moment is down to the helmet cam being mounted on the side or not. Like I said, it's just a trial at the moment. I certainly don't want to do excess speed, because the unit itself is only velcroed on, well, I'm saying velcroed on the side. It's the it's supposed to be the Scotch 3M's new turbo grip stuff, and until I get used to it and I begin to trust the 3M's on the side. Come on out, guys. Yeah, nice gentle wave, let the man out. I don't know where it is. As I say, the noise at the moment, as I say, everything's closed up. The air vents is a little bit unbearable, or unbearable I should say. I know a lot of people do say, well, if you're going to wear a flip helmet, then you have to accept that you're going to get a lot of wind noise, which I am used to it. Oh, thank you BMW, bloody go on, indicate the last minute, you tosser. That really pisses me off, that does, excuse the French. Bloody indicate at the last minute, or they just don't indicate at all. You can tell half of these bloody people who drive cars just basically pass the basic driving test. Want to start putting their hands in their pocket and get themselves on some advanced driving courses. Put your hand in your pocket, get yourself on an advanced driver or advanced riders course, whichever the case may be. Lower your insurance without a shadow of a doubt. I did my advanced riders course back in what, 2010, 2009, possibly 2010, and I'll tell you, it was probably one of the best things I ever did. I had a guy that took me out by the name of Bob Brown, and basically Bob Brown was a police class 1 advanced motor instructor with the local constabulary. Very well known guy within the northeast. Certainly improved road safety within this area for motorcyclists, and basically brought the motorcycling community together along with the local constabularies. Anyway, probably diversified a bit. Didn't intend to waffle on about Bob Brown, even though he's an incredibly great guy. No, so as I say, I done a 1 day's training course with Bob. Then after I completed that and got a little bit of feedback about my ability and standard on the bike, I applied for the Institute of Advanced Motorcyclists course. Did a few observer ride outs, and of course at the end of the day, yeah, I passed it. And as soon as I passed my IAMS course, the next year when I went to insure the bike, of course most insurance companies do ask if you've had any additional driver or motorcycle courses, and of course once I informed them that I had completed my IAMS test and I was now a member of the Institute of Advanced Motorists, my insurance dropped down dramatically. Can't remember exactly how much it dropped by, but I know the last insurance which I just paid on the ST11, okay, that's just cost me £92 fully comprehensive for the year. Now I'm sorry, but £92 fully comprehensive for the year was certainly it was certainly money well spent, I should say. I think the IAMS course, I can't also remember how much I actually paid. Right, I'm just flicking up the visor because it's getting incredibly hot, which will sort of give me a rough idea of how much wind or noise interference I'm actually getting through the mic itself. Yeah, but getting back to no, the Advanced Riders, the IAMS course, it was a Skills for Life program, and I think it probably cost me about 160 quid. So, as I say, it coughed up 160 quid, did the IAMS course, and I must admit over the last 2 years, on insurance premiums alone, I've probably recuperated that 160 quid back. So it was definitely well spent. And I hate being on these roads. It's my own bloody fault. Shouldn't have come down here. I think what I might do is I think I'll take a shortcut, and I think I'll just turn off if it's safe to do so and go up the back lanes. Yeah, the bike itself, the ST11, I'm just going to pull in a bit because there's a car just coming on the side. That's it, mate, come on through. Yeah, the ST11, I think I've had this for about 5 years. I started off with the, bigger bike, in the bigger bike range. I started out with the Honda DeVille 650, which, again, it was an incredibly good bike. But I just fancied something a little bit bigger. Knock my lights on. The Honda DeVille, if you like, it's, I say with it being a 650, it's basically a mini tourer. As a lot of people refer it to a mini pan, because, as I say, it's got panniers on, and basically it looks very, very similar to a mini tourer. So, as I say, It's sometimes referred to as a mini pan or a Dullsville. Yeah, well, I like my little Dullsville, and I like that little Dullsville, or the little DeVille, the NTV 650, well, the NT 650 I should say. I actually bought 3. I had the green one, which was the original one, which I bought before I upgraded onto the pan. Then after I upgrade, oh, look at that view, isn't that lovely jubbly? Yeah, after I upgraded onto the pan, I actually bought another one, which I got off eBay for about 900 quid. It's a bit of a rat, actually. But anyway, basically, I decided to trike that. Yeah, I converted it into a trike, did all the work myself. Well, apart from having the prop shaft balanced, once I got the Robin Reliant axles on the back. And that was my first one that I did. And then I got a hold of another Honda I got another DeVille, the NT 650, which was a red one. And when I converted the red one into a trike, I was damn lucky to find a rear axle conversion on eBay which had a VW Golf brake discs and brake calipers. It ought to have been converted. A guy had bought it with the intention of converting his Suzuki, and he just never got around to doing it, and it was sat in his garage for a long period of time. And you know, the normal, the wife start moaning and groaning, too many projects on the go, garage is in the shit tip, you can't get nothing in it. So he bit the bullet and decided to sell it. Well, unfortunately I got it. I got a complete Robin Reliant rear axle with brake disc and brake caliper conversions, and I get paid about 160 quid. And it was a cracking bike. It was absolutely cracking. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Thank you very kindly. Oh, every time I breathe out, my bloody helmet steams up. Yeah, the helmet steams up. As I see, I've got all the air vents and everything open, but it doesn't seem to bloody work. Now the helmet itself, it's like I said, it's a flip front helmet, and it's a givvy or a jivvy, depending on where you come from and how you prefer to pronounce it. I prefer to call it givvy. I think in the States they probably call it a jivvy. So be it. But yeah, the helmet itself, it's a flip front, it's a givvy. Got all the air vents up, and yeah, it's murder for steaming up. Absolutely murder. That's why generally I just tend to ride with the bottom of the visor just clipped up a bit, which I'm just about to do yet again. And oh, gold. Yes, what was I saying? Yeah, so I tend to ride with the visor and everything back up. Sorry, I just got sidetracked with a blue car, which just appeared to come off the roundabout at a bit of an odd angle behind me. Yeah, so as I say, I prefer to ride with the visor open a bit, get a little bit fresh air into the face, which probably buggers the test on this microphone. But I get a fair amount of buffering off this screen. I really do intend to get a laminate screen for it, or get some sort of lip for the front. I think the screen itself, looking at it, I think it's a box standard size screen for the pan. It's about 18 inches. I could probably, oh, too noisy. I could probably do with a 2-inch lip on the top. I'm only a short ass myself. I think I'm only about, well, somewhere between, let me see. I'm probably about 5'6.5" or 5'7". Yeah, with a 29 inside seam or inside leg. So I'm only a short ass, but the bike itself, yeah, the bike itself, it's a big monster. It's a big bit of kit. Oh god, he's a dickweed behind me. So yeah, so the bike itself, the seat, I actually shortened the seat. I had the seat re-sculptured slightly, and I had about 1.5 inches of foam taken out the seat so I could comfortably reach the ground. The problem was, even though I had 1.5 inches of foam taken out the seat, I suffered absolutely dreadfully with excess pain and cramping in the hips and the joints. So I actually made myself sounds daft, I actually made myself an extra seat pallet to sit on top of the standard bike seat, which would actually raise me up by probably about 3.5–4 inches, which sounds daft. So I've got a seat pallet on that raises me up by 3.5–4 inches, but I originally had an inch or 1.5 inches sculpted out of the seat, yeah, to make it more comfortable, and it didn't work. And still get the balls of my feet on the ground, which does me, but as I say, the extra foam it certainly stopped my backside from aching. Oh god, I hate. Right, that's it, coming through. Oh, lovely overtake. That's a lovely overtake, and we've now got to drop down to the dreaded 30 mile an hour. And that was a little bit naughty, because even though I was coming into a 30, I was still probably doing in excess of 35 mile an hour when I passed the signs. And basically for an advanced motorist, that's a little bit naughty. It's probably a little bit too naughty, especially when you're videoing yourself. Yeah, but it was safe to do so. No major issues. Right, I'm going to knock that one on the head for the time being. I'll say bye bye for now. I'll just conserve some of this battery.